Hi, Cookbook Love family, and happy Friday. Here we are again for another edition of our live chat and our
Cookbook of the Week.
Take it away.
Hat of the Week.
Yes.
This one reminds me a bit of one I wore that was blue a few weeks ago because that one was a series of bows, and this one features two big bows. The ends are not bows, unlike that other hat, the blue one. There's no labels in this one, and I think I have the net going backwards. Sorry, here, hold on a minute, because the net is a wreck. I will show you that the net is in very bad shape. See, poor little net. I should probably just remove it, but I just flipped it back there so we don't have to look at it. But this one reminds me a little bit, I could see Lucille Ball wearing it for some reason. I just picture it being kind of a Lucille hat. It's velvet. It's a bow.
Small, it's cute. I wonder if you can replace the netting.
Probably, but
yeah.
I don't know that I'm that talented. But here's the cookbook of the week. It is called Mastering the Art of Outdoor Cooking on Your Gas Grill. And it seemed like here we are at the end of summer, and what better time than getting some tips on how to use your gas grill. There's no publication date on this. Did you want to say something?
Yes, that cover's interesting.
I'm going to zoom in a second. There's no publication date, but it was on sale for $1.95 whenever it was published. It's a little hardcover, spiral, no, what do you call this? I don't think spiral comb bound, maybe. Here's the back cover, which is quite colorful. And I don't know what was meant here. I'm wondering if maybe these were printed so that companies who were selling gas grills might put a sticker or something with their information.
Oh, interesting.
Because it was printed by, or published by Western Publishing Company, Inc., which used to do the little golden books. A number of other things, too. Huh. Random House now does, those are either purchased, I didn't look at the history, but they no longer are a thing. But it doesn't say that it's associated with any particular grill
There's no
manufacturer.
copyright date?
There's no copyright date. However, doing a little look at this cover model here.
Is she wearing a rug?
She is wearing a very mod maxi skirt or maxi dress, I'm not sure. And it looks like it's made of sort of a quilted satin. So imagine how warm that would be if that was summer. It's very colorful plaid. I think it would probably be kind of popular right now if it weren't so long. And she's got on a nice string of pearls, a lovely cocktail ring, and her hair is reminding me of like sort of an Anita Bryant bouffant. So to me, I looked up maxi dresses, and apparently they first appeared in Paris and in the fashion meccas in the 60s, but they became popularized and sort of widespread in the 70s. And she's looking pretty groovy 70s to me, don't you think?
She does look 70s.
And that artwork. So we're thinking this is a 1970s. Plus also, I didn't notice until now, but check out that Pyrex on the stove. That seems like a 1970s style Pyrex, too. This is the table of contents, and the art style throughout it are these line drawings, and it almost always has one of these sort of abstract orange backdrops. I don't know why, and you can't quite really tell what they're. It's almost like you should be able to see a hidden thing like in a cloud or something, because they're very sort of ornate abstracts. But some of the table of contents, the history, barbecuing equipment, what to grill, tips, carving techniques, and then finally recipes at the end. It opens with this introduction that's, congratulations, by choosing a gas grill, you've joined the move to the great outdoors. And that's why I'm thinking that this space back here might have been a place for
When was that
grill.
shift from charcoal to gas grills?
Well, interestingly enough, that this will probably try to tell us.
Because when I was a kid, it was all charcoal.
Yeah, it talks about charcoal here. Let me tell you one thing before I turn to that page. But in this introduction, the last sentence on this line, on this page says, simply turn a knob, light a match, and in minutes you're ready to barbecue, smoke, cook, grill, or bake anything from a hamburger to a leg of lamb, from a pineapple upside-down cake to mock cheese fondue.
Do you remember lighting your gas grills with it? Well, I think we have to because ours is
one of our burners. One of our burners doesn't work, so it doesn't have an automatic. But it says mock fondue.
Mock fondue.
Mock cheese fondue. So I'll be sharing the recipe for mock cheese fondue.
Could be bad.
So this section, here's some more of this art. It's called History, and check out that dude way at the top, scrolling down to the bottom of, I don't even know what that is. It looks kind of like a Christmas ornament, but it says, nearly 20,000 years ago, as prehistoric man began to band together for mutual protection, an accident occurred which caused a drastic change in their lifestyle, and one that we are still benefiting from today. So the book starts with the discovery of fire, and then goes to the Middle Ages, and then jumps to the 1890s. So there are a bunch of years where apparently nothing happened in the cooking. Nothing happened in all those centuries. But it says that in the 1940s and 50s, cooking outdoors became more common again. And this is something that I'd never heard before. That Henry Ford supposedly invented charcoal as we know it because there were all these mountains of wood scraps left over from production of the Model A's.
Interesting.
And so he developed this process for creating charcoal.
Interesting.
And unfortunately, it was kind of a bomb at that point because gas stoves were just starting to... charcoal blew up. Gas stoves were starting to become popularized, and so people didn't want to be cooking on that kind of fuel in their kitchens anymore.
Interesting fact.
And then it started talking about gas grills becoming more mainstream in the 50s. To answer your question about that,
I remember them until probably the mid 80s.
I remember like the little propane tank ones, like the little canister ones. Yeah,
right.
You could take camp stoves. Maybe someone just got the idea to like.
I started a table on fire with one of those.
You did.
We'll talk about that later.
Definitely need to hear that story. This is a section on barbecuing equipment. Little page here. Starts out the double burner in a single. The single burner. The double burner in a single unit. Goes on to the king size double burner double unit. That's quite the mouthful. Here's another example of an illustration, and this is on carving, basic carving techniques, but doesn't it look to you like he's carving a stack of pancakes, which I'm thinking is not the easiest thing to cook on a grill, and two,
I don't think so.
Not so hard to carve.
No.
Stack of pancakes. Here is a picture of a shish kebab, and this one, most of the illustrations are kind of small, like this little guy here, but this one takes up the whole page.
Well, everybody likes a shish kebab.
Everyone likes a shish kebab, and this guy over here, this version of shish kebab is called Dad's Delight. And I think there was something odd about this. It is odd because in this version, you take cubes of beef, a whole mushroom. So, okay, I'm on board so far. You've marinated the beef. But then you put in half-inch slices, so half-inch, probably about like that, slices of cucumber on your shish kebab.
Oh, no, don't
Why
do
would
it.
you grill cucumber? Do you guys ever eat grilled cucumber or cooked?
Sometimes I think they just throw weird things in
just
recipes
to
just to
make
get
us
your
say,
attention.
what
So
the
you think
heck?
you think they're fancy because they put a cucumber on their shish kebab.
I think so. I don't consider that fancy. I consider that use a zucchini.
I consider it soggy.
Yes. This is silver-plated pot roast, which I thought was odd because why wouldn't you say gold-plated? Because I thought it was a standard kind of a thing, right? But it turns out it's just wrapped in foil. And there's also a potato recipe where it's wrapped in foil. Now this recipe that these people are enjoying, you can see them there, the guy with his sunglasses on, they're having a great time out in the sunshine, is called ducky. And so this is similar to turducken, I would suppose.
Oh, really?
But simpler, because all you do is you take a small turkey and a duck, and you cut both of them in half, and then you slap them together and tie them up, and then you stick them on your rotisserie grill and baste them and cook them. Half a turkey, half a duck.
They don't cook at different temperatures for different lengths of time?
I would think that they definitely would. And imagine the flame coming off that fat from the duck, too. It would have to be a crazy
Maybe
mess.
That's how I started my fire on my table.
Were you cooking duck? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so there's a section on game. And the first entry in this game page is this little guy. It's a recipe for bear. How come is it?
This
Maybe
weekend,
if you live in Alaska.
This weekend we're going to go outside and cook some bear.
You're gonna get. I mean, I know people do sometimes eat bear. I just
how many people? And was it really popular back then? Maybe there was a lot of bear hunting.
I don't. Do you guys know? Was there a lot of bear hunting in the 70s? And where? And
I could see venison or
there is venison
bear
here.
That's unique.
It says bear must always be thoroughly cooked, which I did not know.
Well, there
so
you go.
That
you
is
learn
good to
something
know.
every day from a cookbook.
Yeah, and see, I would think I would be less surprised to see squirrel as the first entry in the game section than bear.
Really?
Yes, I think more people eat squirrel than bear.
Oh, now I need to ask this question. I'm going to make a meme and ask, how many people eat squirrel and how many people eat bear?
Okay, so next after bear is buffalo.
Well, we've had buffalo.
Have we had bison or have we had buffalo?
Probably bison.
I think it's bison.
Right.
So, yeah, first two entries, bear, bison. I don't know where these people live.
Billy goats.
Billy goats and bobcats.
Say it isn't so.
Oh, here's the mock cheese fondue recipe that was referenced earlier.
Hold on.
And basically, it looks like fondue in a pan, a foil pan that you put onto the grill. So I don't know why they're even calling it mock cheese fondue. I expected it something really weird to be.
Right.
But it's not weird at all,
I held my breath for that.
That was your big mistake. Then there's a recipe for hot banana shortcake.
Wow.
Which sounds kind of interesting, although I don't think I would call it shortcake because it's served on pound cake. And pound cake and shortcake are two different beasts altogether.
You teach me
I like
things
them both.
every day.
Shortcake
We
means
used
kind
to
of like
call
the
it
presence of
strawberry
butter.
shortcake, but we had it on pound cake.
You did?
Yeah.
I think people started saying whatever, if you put fruit on some kind of cakey thing, that becomes shortcake. Yeah, but really shortcake is something that has a lot of fat in it, so like shortbread.
Maybe because we could buy it, easily
fatty.
and not make it. My mom would get those little Sara Lee pound cakes and
Yum.
do some strawberries. It was strawberry shortcake.
It sounds delicious. I love pound cake. So this, I think it was kind of like a flambé style banana
Interesting.
on some pound cake. You can't really go wrong. So anyway, enough with the pound cake. This is the Cookbook of the Week, Mastering the Art of Outdoor Cooking on Your Gas Grill, and we'll be sharing pictures and recipes throughout the week.
All week. So share yours. Share some of your grilling experiences.
Did you ever set a table on fire?
And did you ever cook a bear?
Did you ever cook bear? What's the weirdest thing you ever cooked on your grill?
That's a great question. We're going to ask that one. What's the weirdest thing you cooked on your grill?
Yeah, I think that is a good one.
All right, Cookbook Love family. There you have it. There's the Hat of the Week and the Cookbook of the Week. Have a great weekend and a great week. And we'll see you next week
Friday.
with another Cookbook of the Week.
You take care.